Alrighty. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Tuvos, and welcome back to another DCS World live stream. In today's live stream, we are going to be picking the Apache for another spin, but this time on a different server than we normally go onto. This is going to be the SPQR Syria server. This is a server that runs the old Enigma 1.0 style mission, where we have different sectors, as can be seen on the F10 map. And here is where you can push forward and back depending on what side of the battlefield you're on. And depending on the amount of work you're able to get done, this sector, or this front line, will get pushed either in the Reds' favor or in the Blues' favor. It really depends on the progress of the players that are on it at the time. Also, we have requested that the SPQR guys, as well as the Blackjacks, all participate. So if you guys want to join as well yourselves, feel free and log into the SPQR Syria server as well. Everyone is free to join. There is no set real mission. I mean, if you guys want to coordinate with me or with other people, feel free to go ahead. It is entirely up to you on what kind of mission you want to do and want to coordinate with other people on. But all that really matters is just have some fun. So, with that being said, we are just going to take on random objectives on the map, seeing what kind of damage we can do all along the way. And we'll just do that for, I don't know, a couple hours or something. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty. So, with that being said, let's finish starting up this aircraft. Hey, Mr. Potato, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're going to enjoy it. Looks like we've got people on 121.5, so I'm going to make sure to switch over. Oh, I'm already on it. Fantastic. Wait, am I? Oh, no, that's the backup frequency. Hold on, let me, is there a way to swap? No, you cannot swap freely, so I'm going to have to enter it in manually. Com, man. Set this frequency to 121.5. Oops, set that and enter. There we go. Now let's check in on 121.5.
2-11, check in 121.5.
Desert 1-1, radio check.
Desert 1-1, 5x5.
Roger. I'm currently airborne, flying out here to the left, going north of Rene Boulevard.
Alright, sounds good. I have no idea where I am. Looks like I am just northwest of Hama.
Roger, can I get an ID real quick? I got no name here.
Yeah, affirm. This is 2-11 in a AH-64D Apache.
Roger, I am a one-time package of vegan.
Affirm.
Hey, Yolkian. How's it going? I've been thinking about the MiG-23. It's got manually swept wings only. How would we map that on the controller?
I'll be making my way over towards Hamas over there, and then hanging to the left out to the front line.
Alright, sounds good. I'm going to do some work on the objectives that are closer to Hama, either on the northeast or northwest direction. Depends on which ones I end up at, really. But we'll see. We'll play it by ear.
Roger, my current objective right now is waypoint 4 up there.
2-1 affirms. I will either go for waypoint 3, 4, or 5.
Roger, I only got 2 Mavericks on me. I'm doing more scouting at this point.
Yeah, sounds good. If that's the case, I'll see if I can support you over at waypoint 4.
Yeah, so as far as manually sweeping the wings, it's, I mean, generally speaking, Cold War era aircraft, because their systems are relatively simple, it's usually been pretty easy for me to map those that era of aircraft to my controller without too many issues. For example, I've been able to use the F-14 just fine, and that has the wing sweep controls mapped to it as well. So it shouldn't be too big of an issue, really, so if you want to look for inspiration on that beforehand, just check out my F-14 binding. I don't play DCS too much, especially in multiplayer, because my PC being a potato.
Yeah,
So
looks
that's where
like
the
my
name comes from.
second radio doesn't pick up on this freak, sadly. Trying to use that and then have dedicated air to ground, but oh well.
What is the other frequency you're trying to connect to?
It's the FR-24, but I think the antenna's on the bottom of my aircraft.
Ah, I see.
R24.
Yes, I only get it on my FR-22, which is on top of my aircraft.
3 o'clock. Searching.
Alright, actually, before we continue, let's double check what the mission briefing is as far as frequencies is concerned. Looks like we've got AWACS South, AWACS West, DVNs, air-to-air refuelings, helicopter comms, which is 30 FM, which makes sense, which we already have, and then human GCI is 250, or common side chat. So we can make sure to set 250 on our ARC 164. So let's go there, 250, enter. And then we have the FM frequency as well. Okay, cool. That'll work. Even though there's no one on it, so we'll stick to 121.5. I don't know why, but when I download DCS from the webpage, it runs worse than when I don't. That is a mystery unto itself. It is a very technical support-related question. 121.5 is current comm for the moment, fellas. Okay. Alrighty, so with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and take off. And let me just double check something, because I feel like... Nope, game audio is
Rolling
pretty
up
good.
on my waypoint here, just west of Hama.
Hey, from 2-11, it's still yet to take off, currently inputting the coordinates.
And also starting up, because I still haven't bore sighted. So let's do bore sight. Always a right pane. Zoom in, maybe that makes it easier. A tiny bit. That's great, that's good enough. Alrighty. So we're now bore sighted. Let's get that waypoint added. We'll do add waypoint. Idents free. So supposedly somewhere in here is what we want to hit. 37S Bravo Victor 5971. And 4537. Enter, 522 looks right. Alright, cool. That'll be our objective. That is, I believe, just waypoint 1. Yep, that it is. Go to TSD, let's go to route. Add point W01. Enter. End. Go back to route. Direct waypoint 1. Then let's also add our current location back, so if we ever need to RTB, we can do that pretty easily. So just do that and then hit enter until we're done. There we go. There's our second waypoint. That is our return to base waypoint.
Rolling in now for my first pass over. I'm about 35 kilometers out from waypoint 4.
Yeah, sounds good. 2-11 is now taking off for your waypoint.
Also 3-1 on frequency, 131.5.
Good on 121.5.
Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. So, strangely, what we're going to be doing today is utilizing George for a change. That's something I've never actually tried doing with the Hellfire Lima variants, because I just I don't know, I just never thought about using them for Hellfires ever since I just got used to flying the entire aircraft myself from the front seat. But I figured I'd give it a shot for a change and see how it goes.
2S6, 12 o'clock, searching. Fixed wing, 6 o'clock, searching.
Be advised for some low fog, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up.
Alrighty, I'll get back to the chat once I get stabilized and hit it off in the correct direction. It'll take us some time to get there anyways. We also don't want to fly there too quickly, because then we'll stand out on enemy AWACS.
Getting locked by something out to my east.
So 67 knots is probably good enough. Alrighty. Get there nice and slowly and safely.
Fixed wing, 1 o'clock, searching.
Should be good enough. All right.
Yeah, we got active radar over here, waypoint 4.
Those are the controls allows mapping a sweep forward and aft or individual angles. It wouldn't be bad.
Searching.
But if it was an axis command. So the problem with axes is that generally speaking they are all used up on the controller because you have these for rudder and this for pitch and roll and this for looking around. Then you can set up modifiers. So you can do like a modifier and then this for slewing a targeting pod, for example, and you could probably do something similar for like right modifier and left stick for wing sweep or something, or even do it for the right stick. But I found that an absolute control, one that snaps back to a center, is not ideal for a control that does not do the same thing in the aircraft. So for example, this makes sense for like a flight stick because this snaps back to center, but so does a flight
sunrise.
stick.
Anyway, yeah, I got active SAM out here, waypoint 4, unsure if it's 3 and 4 or just 4.
Tutor 1 affirms. I'll keep an eye out and double check what's out there since I have an RWR that can tell me.
Hey, Tep Knox, welcome.
Yeah, all I hear is beeps and boobs.
Yeah, I could imagine them zigging, right?
Of course. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do out here. Might not be much.
Yeah, no worries. I'll see what I can do about the SAM site if it's close enough to our waypoint.
Yeah, it might be a close range SAM site though. It is a radar though.
Tutor 1 affirms.
Okay, so as I was saying, if it's a control like an absolute control like a flight stick, then it makes sense to map to something that also snaps back to center. So for example, rotor pedals snap back to center, flight sticks snap back to center, but a throttle, which is another form of axis, is a relative axis. It does not snap back to center. So I imagine it would be something similar to a wing sweep where that too is an axis control, but it doesn't snap back to center, therefore it doesn't really make sense to map it to any of these axes on the controller. Instead, you would probably want it on a button press, so like right modifier and forward, back, left, right on the D-pad. So you could do forward and back for wing sweep forward and wing sweep
Right.
aft, and then left and right for specific angles you want, like bombing mode or auto mode.
Alright, just killed the Tiger.
Nice, good work.
That's a single RB-75, by the way.
Hey, Tepnox, I think I already said hi. It's, wow, it's, what, is that 12:50 in the morning in Germany right now? Wow. Alright, I will coax you into sleep with my soothing voice. Sorry I couldn't stream sooner, this has just ended up being
My
the
playtime's starting to
time
get a
frame.
little limited here in terms of hang on to chaff. Still got some flares.
Yeah, no worries. Tutor 1 is currently 18 mics out from that waypoint before I can actually do anything.
Roger. Got one more Maverick, then I'll RGB.
Let's actually readjust our angle so we're actually flying towards the waypoint and not like off in some other direction.
Rifle.
Alrighty, that'll work.
Pausing Hellfire.
Fixed wing, 12 o'clock. Searching.
Alright, and we are now armed up. Let's set util ASE. Chaff is now armed.
Fixed wing, 6 o'clock. Searching.
Looks like we got a friendly 15 behind us as
Hey,
well
we
as
might
Rollins.
have, I got rid of Tunguska, but there might be some aircraft out of here. Not gonna lie.
Fixed wing, 1 o'clock. Searching.
Yeah, no worries. I'll keep an eye out and stay low in case they fly over.
Yeah, there's a contrail up there. I might be about to die here.
Stay low, stay fast. Just get out of there.
Oh, that is a scratch on my canopy. So I can't see any contrails yet.
Fixed wing, 6 o'clock. Tracking.
Big swing, 6 o'clock tracking. We got a 15 behind us. We should be able to defend us because 15... Well, I mean, pretty sure the F-15 is on both sides,
Yeah,
but...
one contact lane at 10,000 feet, also 3-1.
Alright, nice. So it looks like we've got someone working on that potential enemy that's out in the distance, so we'll let him do that.
Yeah, I definitely got an aircraft to my rear. He ain't happy.
What's relative heading of that aircraft?
Rough heading is 330, and I am currently headed south.
Okay, so he's probably flying along this valley, and 330 is up in this direction somewhere.
3-1, I think I have a visual on your buggy. I'm going to chase.
Searching.
Yeah, I'm currently north of Hama.
7 o'clock. Searching.
So north of Hama. Being a fast mover, he could very easily
Trying
go
to
from
burn
between all
back
these
there and
waypoints.
get out of this guy's range.
Yep, checks out, north of Hama.
How's my day going? It's going pretty well so far. Just trying to get this whole DCS theme going and enjoying it. Unfortunately, we are going at a nice and slow 56 knots to avoid radar detection, but that's okay. We'll continue on this way and hope for the best. It doesn't help that I could potentially get stream sniped, so that's a thing. But here's hoping people are going to be more chivalrous than that. Also, this looks great. Look how good this looks. Beautiful sunrise with the orange glow bouncing off the sides of these buildings. That's pretty cool. See some mosques out in the distance. Oh, several actually. I didn't realize there was this many.
Okay, Ultra 3-1, I lost him on the radar. Is he still there?
Desert, still here.
What about your buggy?
Unsure, got no radar contact. I think our SAMs might have chased him off.
Nice.
Yep.
Rolling. 6 o'clock. Tracking.
Okay,
Gonna do a
let's
really
step on the
short
gas a little bit.
landing over here at Hama.
Com check for Beaker.
Missile. Aft. Missile.
Got you 5x5.
Thanks.
I heard missile aft in the distance.
Be advised I got missile callouts from my warning system, just south of Hama.
Fixed wing.
South of Hama?
Searching.
Yeah, it might have been a friendly firing miss.
Maybe. I am struggling to see the runway here, I'm not gonna lie.
I had some disastrous Apache moments today on Hugget. Oh no. Missing cap support all the time. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, so the Limas in particular definitely bug out because they seem to have an INS system by themselves that degrades separately from the mothership INS, which shouldn't happen. So you'll find that they consistently hit off target, like some XY coordinate away from it, and it's consistently hitting in that direction. So if you find that it's doing that, you're actually going to have to land, INU reset, wait
Be
for...
advised, there's a red F-16 up with AIM-120. That might be our bogey.
Affirm.
So if you find that issue, you'll have to land INU reset and then wait for the alignment to finish, and then your Limas will start hitting the things it's supposed to hit. It's pretty annoying. Unfortunately, it's a thing. Shouldn't be a thing, because it should be getting its INS data from the mothership and not its own INS system. But it is what it is. Barrel roll now? Hell no. We will step on the gas a tiny bit, though. I mean, to be fair, I might be able to.
Now, Fox 3, Earth 41.
Nice.
Roger, good luck.
Alright, so we've got our buddy that's behind us doing some cap in the area. That's good. And I see smoke plume out in the distance. That's probably...
I'm chasing.
That looks like the target that the Vigan hit earlier. That's good to know. Alright, so in the meantime, let's see if George can spot anything yet.
Slaving. I'm deslaved.
Okay, it has one thing out in the distance.
Fixed wing.
Hey, Eagle, welcome. Where's Radius? I think he might be in an F-15E to my south. I believe he's the one that's on 121.5 doing Fox 3 callouts.
Okay, confirm splash, splash.
Good splash, thank you.
Alright, let's see. What have we got out here?
Tracking target.
We'll let him continue to track that target. And we'll continue on at a snail's pace. Lights are off as far as I know. Yep, lights are off. I am curious on the performance of George with his Hellfire shots, because supposedly it's better now, especially now that he can IAT. But let's see how consistent that'll actually be. Also, I'm pretty sure that's a friendly unit, just because it's so close to us and it's still in the blue zone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are still friendly. And we'll hold off for now. I wanted to join, but I've been flying with my wife. I don't even know. I don't even want to know what the blue on blues. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be. Okay, yeah, so it looks like this is potentially a friendly FARP here on the left. Now the question, is it the one that I'm looking at? Or is it... No, that's pretty far away, the one I'm looking at. Let's do show, chord show, friendly, and then let's also look at EPG cursor info, active zones, HSI, not really useful. Okay, I guess that'll work. Yeah, so he's looking somewhere here, I believe. So those could actually be targets. Yeah, it almost looks like an outpost.
Target in sight.
No, let's go ahead and start tracking that target. Yeah, it looks like he's off in this direction somewhere. Hopefully it's just a friendly. We don't have to deal with it because I want to save my weapons for the actual waypoint. Strange, the K Hellfire's bugged out for me directly after a fresh cold start and short 10-minute wait or flight. Okay, cool, sounds good. And let me know what the behavior was for the Ks, because usually those don't have any issues as long as you have your laser code set up correctly. And also are not like getting crossed beams with other people in the area using the same laser code, because that can happen as well. Which is why I've made sure to switch my code to Delta or Echo for this session. Wait a minute, we are missing something. Where's the cup of espresso? So I drank that earlier. I did make one, but I made it like an hour ago, and I wasn't going to wait to drink it. I did have one.
There's a couple of other buggies coming from the north. I only have one.
Roger.
Theodore Roman copies. We'll continue on at a snail's pace to avoid radar.
I got a taxi to the other end of the runway real quick, and then I'll be back up near with Biggin.
I still don't know what those are. But it looks like it's right next to the objective, so we'll continue on.
How is Stream doing?
So far, our stream is doing well. We've got 10 viewers all chatting along.
Fixed wing, 5 o'clock, searching.
Well, hi Twitch or YouTube, whichever it is.
It is YouTube in this case.
Okay, so we got APC, and then undefined, which is looks like a outpost.
Tier 1, I'm engaging ground targets north of the Dakar.
Tracking target.
Takio? Takio is like... Where isn't Takio? I am not too sure. Alright, we are now within about 10 kilometers from the target location.
Laser on.
Yep, there we go.
Lasers off.
And we'll chill until we are
Laser
within
on.
range.
Alright, desert rolling off of Hama here.
Delta 1, Fox 3 on a bandit F-16. Bulls 1854322.
Hey Flying Goober, welcome. Glad you were able to find my channel. What do you think about the F-15E? I think it is a fantastic aircraft. It is well worth the money it costs to purchase and pick up. Even in its early state. Even in its early access state, I think it is a great aircraft. Ooh, come on. Do a hover. There we go. We're now in range, so let's go ahead and park it.
Hey, by the way, due north of Hama, there is a F-16 coming in. 4-5 miles.
Yep, I believe that's the one that I just shot.
Nice.
Roger, if you just shot it, we should be good. Should.
He may have evaded.
Roger, engaging.
Roger, he dropped off of EWR here.
2 to roll 1 rifle.
20
I
seconds.
gotta wait for my Mavs to warm up here.
Let's see. So objective area is here on the right. We're attacking these things here on the left.
Yeah, 33.8 miles from me. He is hot, Angels 2.
Lasers off. Target
There
destroyed.
we go. We'll hit the next one.
6 o'clock. Searching.
We might have a dogfight on our
Laser
hands.
on.
Good luck.
Lasers off.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
Is there a way to get him to attack this one?
Yeah, he definitely sees me. I'm turning cold.
Lasing.
There we go. There's the lasing.
Lasers off. Engaging.
All right, let's see how that turns out. Who knows if this is actually going to hit?
To dogfight an F-16. I'm sorry. Think he's burning right at me though.
Ten seconds to impact. And
5-3 the F-16.
Flash? I mean Shaq? Come on.
Lasing.
Oh no, it flew off and hit something else.
Lasers off.
Freaking A. Okay, so
Fixed wing.
this is a good example of the the coordinate being off, assuming it's not George doing it. I'm pretty sure it isn't. But we hit here. We were supposed to hit here.
Alright boys, I'm gonna do a thing.
So there's something I've been always wanting to test, and that is an INU reset while hovering,
My Mavs are warmed up.
which isn't a good
He's not
idea.
gonna expect this.
Because INU reset, specifically INU and the Doppler system, is needed by the autopilot system in order to maintain a hover, and that's what we're currently in. We're in a hold mode hover. So I am very curious how this is going to turn out. Worst case scenario, I'll take over and then just land it, and we can INU reset while on the ground. But let's see how that goes. We're gonna do it one at a time. INU 2 reset first. We'll give that time to reset while we ride off of 1. What servers do you recommend to an SE25 user? So the SE25, specifically the Alpha variant, that is going to be useful on a server like Enigma's Cold War, because that is a great server to
I hate being as blind as I am. I don't know where he went.
to implement its relatively low-tech weapon system, because everyone has low-tech weapons on that server. So that is a great place for the SU-25A to shine. SU-25T, however, is honestly fantastic on any server, because it is a reasonably good seed platform. It was the only seed platform for a long time, and it does its job fairly well. It also has air-to-ground missiles that can be guided in using a laser and a TV screen. And because of all those things, it works well enough on pretty much any server. I've been hunting for good helicopter servers. Got any good ones other than ECW? Yeah, another one if you're into PvE is going to be Rotorheads. That is a great helicopter dedicated server. In fact, I think that's the only thing it allows. So that'll be a great option. Another good one would be, that I enjoy, is going to be Grey Flag, Syria or Persian Gulf or whatever other Grey Flag there is. I enjoy those servers for helicopter stuff as well. And outside of that, I'm sure there's other ones like Growling Sidewinder or whatever. Hey Adam, welcome to the stream. Hey, what controllers are you using? Is it any good for aircraft? Yeah. This is honestly my main controller going forward. This is the FlyDigi Vader 3 Pro. If you want, you can go on my channel and look up a review of it. I posted a 8-minute long review. So if you want some more information about this controller and how it can be used and what's available on it, feel free to give that review a watch, and you might get some more information out of it. But this is a fantastic controller for all aircraft. This is a great option. Alrighty, so now that we have INU reset, pretty sure INU 2 is ready to go, so I'm going to swap over to it. Swap over to it. Swap over to it. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's not ready yet. Oh, this is going to be really fun if I hit INU reset on number 1 when 2 isn't ready yet. Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Okay, well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and just knock out this APC using Kilo Hellfires.
Firing.
Tier 1 rifle.
So what you should do is make that call out before you rifle. That way people don't freak out and then suddenly say, oh, it wasn't on me because I just heard the rifle call out. So you should say rifle and then fire. But don't follow my lead on that one. Who cares? It's not your money. So I'm pressing on you one. Yeah, that's fair. It's just for me, I'm kind of high up in the sky to be giving that a test shot. I mean, I could land it pretty easily if it does freak out, but I'd rather not have to.
Laser on.
Okay, well, I guess this outpost is going to die.
Tier 1 rifle.
Engaging.
Hopefully there isn't anyone looking for smoke trails as we fire. Looks like the position confidence is still going down.
Desert on net. I'm going to be performing cap duties for y'all.
Lasers off. Target destroyed.
Alrighty, cool. There you go.
And slave. Deslaving.
Looks like there's nothing else out in this direction. It was just that single outpost, really?
And slave. I'm deslaved.
I don't know if I trust that. Where are we? Oh, yeah, it was. Okay, cool. We knocked out target point 4, so we'll switch over to 3.
Be advised, target point 4 is gone and dealt with. Switching over to target point 3.
Roger.
Alright, TSD, points. Let's switch over to day mode.
Also, 3-1 Finley.
And we'll edit the existing waypoint and just switch it over to this. Enter 37 Sierra Bravo Victor 5374 5374 4645 4645. Enter. 522 and 528. Let's go with 528. Enter. Okay, there we go. So now we should be able to shift over to that guy. Route. Direct. Waypoint 1. And there we have it. Easy peasy.
Deslaving.
Let's see what's over there. Looks like we got AAA. Round, whatever that means. Oh, you guys can't actually see what George is saying. Hold on, let me see if I can move this over. We'll move this to the center. Enter horizontally.
Traffic, speaker starting downwind 28.
There we go. Now you can see what George is targeting there. So we got plenty of targets out here, which is a great option for our Limas. And we'll focus fire on the AAA first, more than anything.
Blazing.
Because it looks like a Shilka. Alrighty, let's head on over there. Actually, before we do that, let's double check our INU confidence and see if we can switch to... Yes, I can! Sweet. Oh, that doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. Okay, we're back to a hover. Nice. We will now INU reset number 1. And give that time to switch. Actually, in the meantime, let's head on over there and get within range.
Fixed wing, 7 o'clock. Searching.
We'll approach it ever so slowly, because all we need to do is get within about 9 kilometers and we should be golden.
SA-15, 2 o'clock. Searching.
SA-15. Two o'clock searching. SA-15. Well, we'll keep that in the back of our minds.
Alright, Desert's in the air here, coming over to support.
Ultra 3-1 is 2 GBU over 0.3 if needed.
Nice.
I got 2 times aircraft in the air at the moment. Enemy.
Be advised, I did get a SA-15 call out in my general direction of 2 o'clock from waypoint 3, or target point 3, just heads up.
Could you give a cardinal direction from target point 3? I'll search for it.
Hit firm, standby.
That said roughly
Fixed wing,
go
9
show,
o'clock. Searching.
HSI.
We're looking at roughly 020 from waypoint 3.
Fixed wing.
Copy north. Thanks.
Fixed wing, 6 o'clock. Searching.
Alrighty, we are now about to get within range. And just to fire this off, well before George will say he's in range, I'm going to take over and fire it myself while he remains lasing. So, taking the missile, and once we're under 9K, I will fire it. Okay, autopilot system, what are you doing? And under 9K?
Hitter 1-1 rifle.
That's George to low L and trajectory to high for the L's.
Fixed wing.
Where the Limas? Wait, can you do that? I don't know if you can. I don't think those are options. Because they need to fly off and do their own thing, otherwise they're not going to hit something, right?
Okay, Ultra, I've got pop-ups at 20 nautical miles and I'm going up.
Alright, stay on target, stay on target.
Lasers off.
Shack.
Those are good hits.
2-1 Shack AAA.
And we're about to get within 8K, which is within range of George. Here we go, we will chill at this range. And hopefully the INU reset is still valid. Because that is a lot of targets to not hit anything with. So let's make sure these Limas actually do hit something. Oh, come on, attitude hold. Let's do it. Is the live only going to be Apache, or will we be seeing some other stuff? So far, I've only planned the Apache, just because I can't be bothered to add more stuff to the thumbnail. But if it ends up being other things, then sure. It's currently not planned, but we'll see. Alrighty, so here's hoping the INU reset did, in fact, it did. We're back to INU 1, so let's go ahead and give those Limas a shot. George, I need you to switch, please.
Hellfire's up.
Okay. Hellfire's up. RF. I need you to target something, please. There we go. Looks like there's another AAA. I guess it doesn't really matter which one we hit first, because George can see through smoke, right? Well, let's just start at the top.
Target acquired.
Okay. Come on, George. You can do it. Let's go ahead and altitude hold. There we go. And
Lasers off.
fire.
Engaging.
2 to row 1 rifle.
Oh my god, if I was doing this myself, I could make this... Oh, in fact. We don't have to wait, do we?
Tracking target.
Actually, we should wait. We'll wait for the hit to land.
Lasers off.
About to land right now, because that'll cause the ground units to flee, right? There we go, that's a kill. Now let's go ahead and just ripple off.
2 to row 1 rifle.
Tracking target.
6 o'clock. Searching.
And make sure not to target the same one twice. So RV is next. Come on, George, you can do it. Oh my god, he takes so long. Come on. George, lock it. There's a good hit. I need you to... Okay, you know what? I'm taking over. Taking over. Here we go. Let's make the magic happen.
I got one just to the south of Hama here.
Is that something, or is that just the top of the tree? I think that's just the top of the tree. Alright, let's see how that goes. I made 0 callouts, but we have no friendlies operating in the area anyways. That's ×1. ×2. ×3. ×4, and ×5. Come on. ×5? Did I not send another one out? Guess not. There's another.
Max 1 for low bandit.
And let's see if we can get this guy in the back. That one is probably going to be a miss, just because I don't trust the laser actually hitting the unit itself, but instead the ground behind it. But we'll see. Let's see how that goes. That guy from Germany was right. Your voice is kind of nice. That's funny. Well, I'm glad I can help somehow. It's just the American voice, I guess. Now, I hear that Germans in general seem to appreciate the American accent a lot more than other countries in Europe. Is that actually accurate, or is that just a thing Americans tell themselves? Okay, so supposedly that tank isn't dead yet, but I think I see fire coming out of it, so I'm just gonna let it burn from where it's at.
Splash.
Nice. And let's see if we can actually do damage to this this bunker. I don't think we can, but let's find out.
Low bandit down.
Tutor 1-1 rifle.
I am completely oblivious to the airspace around us. For all I know, there's a whole war happening all around, and I'm just out here by my lonesome, causing smoke to flare up in the distance, making a huge smoke signal out to enemy fighters to let them know where I'm at, roughly. Looks like the objective is still not taken, so we might need some help taking out that bunker. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do any damage to that. I mean, I could keep firing and hope for the best, but chances are I'm not going to be able to do anything to that. Let's turn off our altitude hold. I'm pretty sure it's causing our aircraft to struggle a bit now that we've lost a ton of weight. So it's basically fighting
Aircraft
itself.
Over Hama 12, be advised, there's an active SA-12 north of you. Correction, SA-10.
Everyone in Europe has rough accents, so when you hear someone speak English in American accent, everyone is interested in... I'll keep that in mind if I ever visit. It's much more relaxed.
Ground support,
Yeah, I can see that.
currently landing at Hama here. Quick rearm, turn around, and back in the air for me.
Alright, let's observe this area before we leave, because I'm pretty sure all that's left is going to be this bunker.
Available. Is anyone available for a laser-guided bomb drop mission?
You guys need some GPUs out there? Alright, I'll go grab some paveways.
Sounds good. Over at target point 3 is going to be a single small square-shaped bunker. I cannot do damage to it with my Hellfire, so that is all yours.
Roger, do you feel like getting a Lase on it?
Yes, I can.
Roger, give me a few minutes.
Yep, no worries. Tutor 1-1 has plenty of flight time.
Speaking of which, let's go to fuel and Seox so we can start using our spare fuel. And we'll just chill here until that guy's ready. I think his name is Desert.
Just doing a janky short final here at Hama.
And let's just keep it targeted for the time being. And we'll wait for him to be ready. I mean, you only go T2 Hellfires left, I'd say dump them. Yeah, that's actually fair. That's a fair point. In fact, is there any objective? No, that's kind of far away. Yeah, let's do it. That is a fair point. Let's see what happens. Why not?
Tutor 1-1, rifle times 2. Just to see if I can actually do damage.
Let's decrease our collective so we can maintain our altitude at 800. And altitude hold. There we go. Let's see what happens.
Desert 1-1 has landed at Hama, rearming. Confirmed, do you still need
Check.
those GPUs?
Stand by, waiting for second shack. There's second shack, stand by for BDA.
Oh, that looked promising. Ooh, good call, who was that? Who told me to do it anyways? Mr. Potato, you are a champion, good sir.
BDA confirms I was actually able to destroy that bunker. So, never mind. Unfortunately, Tutor 1-1 is now Winchester, however, I can provide lasing for target point 5.
Roger, go ahead and return. I'm gonna sit here on the runway a little bit, look at data link SIDS.
Affirm, 2211 is RTB.
Alright, let's get out of here. We are going to skedaddle.
Yeah, we got good SA-15 sight on SA page here.
Hola, Jose. Welcome. Buenas tardes? Tardes, I think? Is that afternoon? Pretty sure that's afternoon. And I feel like saying buenas noches would be like the same as saying good night, but that doesn't really make sense to me. But either way, welcome to the stream. I guess we're flying this thing from the front seat all of a sudden. What can I say? I'm an expert in terms of explosives. Oh man, that is very, very interesting to know. Remind me to never try and invade your property. Something like that? Alright, cool. Good to know. By the way, how is the game audio for you guys? I can hardly hear it myself, but that's for the effort of not getting, like, feedback from the SRS playing through my speakers and back into the microphone, so I've turned everything down.
Quick oddball question. I don't know how to use the mids in the F-18. Now's as good time as any to learn. My mids channels are 127.
I did not catch that.
I don't know if that works only for the F-18 though.
Sorry, you're saying what is 127?
F-18 mids. M-I-D-S.
Oh, the mids? Oh, I am not sure myself.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Thought I'd throw it out there, see if you knew.
Okay, let's go ahead and step on the gas a bit. Since we're just RTBing, it doesn't matter that we have to be all that safe on the way into the objective area, just because we are returning back to base. Comms are good and loud, but the game is quiet. Okay, let's see if I can fix that. Okay, so, oh, I know what's happening. Okay, so it's because in the audio settings I have it set to hear like in helmet. So it's like it is muffled due to wearing a helmet. So that actually makes sense. So loud stuff like missiles are coming across because they're loud enough to like pierce through the helmet. But things like the engine noise and like environment control system, stuff like that is not easily hearable because I'm wearing a helmet. But if you think it's more immersive to hear that stuff as if I'm not wearing a helmet, let me know and I can change it really quick. See what the comms are like. Oh, nice! It tells me what I kill in the chat. Good to know. Looks like there is a significant crosswind because I am at like a 20-degree left bank, trying to maintain this flight path marker on my nose-tail trim. That is crazy. What is this, Georgia at war? Oh! Alright, let's see if we can adjust that a little bit. Let's go to audio. And we'll set in cockpit to 50. Helmet to 50. Let's roll with that and see how that goes. Helmet is still on, but we now increase the cockpit sounds, which is like the engine sounds, the rotor sounds, things like that. Nice. Good to hear. Alright, so while we're en route, let's go ahead and grab... Oh, why is this still active? Huh, I guess that's not the last target that's out there. Interesting. Perfect. Looks like that's the sweet spot then, 50%. So I'm going to add this as a waypoint just to have it, but we're going to go back to waypoint 3, or target point 3, in order to figure out what exactly we missed, because that is kind of annoying. I could have sworn that was all that was out there. So let's add waypoint, ident, 37 Sierra Bravo Victor, 7261, 4788. 1261478, and then 2616. 16, perfect. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and go to route, add points, waypoint 03, enter, and put that at the end, and there we go. Alright, there we have it. It's all set up. In fact, it's fine. It's fine the way it is. I was about to shift things around so that we go to waypoint 2, or sorry, target point 3 and then target point 5. But it's fine. We can just manually adjust all that. That's all good.
Desert 1-1 is ready to roll from Hama whenever.
Oh no!
Engine 2 out.
I was all distracted by that. And I just realized we were getting shot at by the F-16 that was out there. Ah, no! See, that's the downside of flying at those speeds, even during an RTB. You get picked up by the AWACS, then F-16s suddenly storm down on you. Well, that's a nice and easy RTB for me. So let's go ahead and just do that. And just like that, we are RTB'd. We'll just have to set up our waypoints again. Hey Raven, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you back. We'll do a very quick startup here. Oh. Whoa. What was that? We've got friendly SAMs in the area. Looks like they're probably going to avenge me from that F-16. Alright, well, just keep that in mind, guys. If you fly faster than 70 knots, then you put yourself on enemy radar. So, always remember that. 70 is the magic number. There's some plus or minus with that speed, but 70 seems to be the more common value to base that off of. The safer value to base that off of.
Request rearming.
Alright, what were we on again? 121... 121.5, I think? We'll let that rearm refuel us. My controller has really bad right stick drift. Hey, if you're in the market for a new controller to fix that stick drift, check out the Fly Digi Vader 3 Pro, because yours truly has a review on it. Check out my channel. I've got a review on this guy. This one has Hull effect thumbsticks, so you will never have to worry about stick drift again if you pick up this controller, specifically the Pro version. You inspired me to get back into flight sims with the Xbox remote, but DCS was a bit too big-brained for me on Xbox, so I mapped Arma 3 helicopter controls and flying. Hey, whatever works for you, man. DCS is pretty complicated, but how do you eat an elephant, right? Just one piece at a time. Just take it slowly, and who knows, maybe you'll be able to take it on just the same. I was looking over your gamepad mappings, and I see cursor left, right, up, and down, but not click. Am I missing something? So when you say cursor, I imagine it's probably just on the right stick alone. So I have cursor X and Y, so X and Y axis. So yeah, you are missing something, but it's mostly because I didn't mention it. But basically, I have the right and left bumpers set up as modifiers. However, if you follow my Steam tutorial for setting up mouse control on the right stick, these modifiers will also be mouse clicks. So right modifier will be left mouse click, and left modifier will be right mouse click. Now, it does sound a little weird that I have left mouse click on the right side and right mouse click on the left side, but it makes sense as long as you're right-handed, because if you hold a mouse, right? Oh, come on, get over here. If you hold a mouse, what do you click the left mouse click with on your right hand? It is your index finger. So, if you translate that to a controller, what do you click with the right index finger? It is whatever you set up as left mouse click. That's the theory, and it only works with right-handed users, but that's what I went with. Okay, now we're starting up the right engine. Doesn't cause any problems clicking. Yeah, so that is an issue. So if you've ever seen me using the cursor, what I tend to do is I move the cursor away from anything that I would accidentally click. Then I press right modifier and right stick click to remove it, so then I can control the camera. So you get used to it over time. It is a risk, and I have accidentally clicked things because I've been shifting between cursor control and camera control over and over again because that involves clicking. So it does come up every so often, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad. If you watch Ralphie Dude's recent video in the F-15E, you'll notice that I accidentally clicked the canopy handle open because of exactly that. So that is a good example of where it could go wrong. And waiting for PSI to drop from 70 to 69. There we go. Let's go ahead and put up the left throttle just below fly. And then right throttle, once that calms down, all the way straight to full fly. And then left throttle also all the way back up. Turn off the APU. Turn up the RLWR. Menu, oh sorry, no, TSD, util, ASE, util.
Roller.
Warning system.
4 o'clock. Searching. Fixed wing. 10
Back to
o'clock.
TSD.
Searching.
Set this to weapon menu. Set this to TADS. Let's go ahead and bore sight before we forget, because that's going to be a problem. Usually start right around here, and then I start moving my right stick with both modifiers until the circles line up, which that's close enough, honestly. It doesn't have to be perfect. Come on, please. There we go. That's good enough. And there we go. That's aligned as good as it's going to be, or all that matters. Okay, and we're ready to take off. Let's go ahead and grab Delta channel. And then we will head back out to waypoint or target point 3 just to see if there is actually anything we missed. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's switch back our comms. Let's see, it's I think it was 121.5, I believe. Manual, here, enter. Yeah, that was it. Okay.
2 to run 1, checking back in on 121.5.
Zim Harper now.
So I got shot down during my RTB from target point 3. F-16 was able to track me down because I was flying too fast.
Fixed wing. 12 o'clock. Searching.
Desert 1-1 here, I'm currently engaged.
Oh, that was... Oh, that's how you move the hood there. Interesting. I didn't think there was a place I could click, but apparently it's right here on the far left. Interesting. Good to know. I don't know when that's going to come into play, but I imagine it's here on the right as well. Hey, look at that! That's pretty cool. Let's just go ahead and pull that over, just cause. Oh, that's neat. That is actually kind of nice. I like that. I like that. Alright, let's switch back over to weapon. Okay. So it looks like there are people that are currently engaged in the area. Hopefully they can knock them out before we get airborne again, but if not, we'll just have to take it nice and easy all the way to the target point 3 objective once again. We'll see how that one goes. In the meantime, like I said before, let's grab the coordinates. Rough coordinates.
Fixed wing, 9 o'clock.
I can't get a missile off the rail. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all good. No worries. No big deal. We'll go ahead and set a waypoint at our current location just so we can have an RTB coordinate. And then we'll add a new one by setting the coordinate based on the thing up here. So 37 Sierra Bravo,
Searching.
Victor, 5370, so 5370, 4664, 4664. Enter 531, that's good enough. Okay, so we'll start heading over in that direction at a nice slow 60 knots, so we don't get picked up by enemy radar. I mean, hopefully they aren't stalking me at the moment, because we do have friendly SAM right next to this FARP, giving us some air defense cover, but it isn't perfect. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how that goes. Alrighty, let's get out of here. So vid first, let's go to TADS, zoom, get George to select the Hellfires,
Pausing Hellfire.
and let's get out of here. Then I'll catch back up with chat once I'm airborne and on the way.
Box 3 is a low bandit.
Nice.
Zoom, second harpoon out.
Alrighty, and we are on our way.
Fixed wing, 2 o'clock. Searching.
We'll go about 65 knots if we can help it. That looks pretty good. We'll maintain that, just decrease the collective so that we don't gain any altitude, and we are golden.
Desert going in for gun.
Zoom out. A little more, there we go. And we'll route to...
Speakers RTB, I'm on mules.
Let's just keep that nice and centered for nose tail trim because we're going to be flying pretty low. Okay, let's get this steer point over. Or this cursor marker over. There we go. And directing the waypoint 2, which is target point 3. Very confusing, I know. Hey, look at that. Perfectly lined up. Alrighty. Let's get some gas going. Hey, Mr. Potato, welcome back. I don't know if you saw it, but I got shot down. So if that's what you saw, that's the last major event that has happened. Other than that, I've taken off. Very exciting, I know. Riveting gameplay. By the way, if you guys have Syria, you are more than welcome to join along. Feel free to join the server, hop in an aircraft of your own, whether you want to be on blue side or red side. Nice. And it's entirely up to you. Hey, Sandman, how's it going? Very smooth response using controller. Yeah, it's a nice bit of practice. And also, to be fair, the controller itself is also really nice. I really like this controller. What? How did you get shot down? So, remember when I said I would RTB at max speed? Well, remember, even if you're flying away from an enemy AWACS, as long as you're flying above 70-ish knots, you will be detected. In fact, let me slow down a bit. That's getting a little bit too close to 70 knots. So, even if you're retreating and RTBing, As long as you fly over 70 knots, you will put yourself on enemy AWACS. So, be very careful, even if you're flying backwards, or like away from the target objective. And that's what happened. Because I was flying too fast, they knew exactly where I was going to be. AWACS guided them in, and all they needed to do was find me on their own radar, and got a missile out on me. Easy as that. Do that, util, ASE, chaff, TSD. And that's also another way to keep in mind is if you're doing kind of peekaboo tactics and trying to play cat and mouse with enemy aircraft in the area, and you have a, let's say, I don't know, let's say 342 Mistral, which is the air-to-air version of the Gazelle, then you'll want to be under 70 knots, but since the Gazelle uses kilometers per hour for its airspeed indicator, what you're looking for is anything below 130 kph. That's good to know, but I don't see myself spending more money on choppers, honestly. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Have you ever tried VTOL VR? They have a really good... Yeah, I have. In fact, if you play VTOL VR and you hear your wingman say something like, Shaq, yeah, that may be yours truly providing that voice acting. I tried to throw in some silly lines in there and they just turned out kind of cringe. But that's okay, I've been immortalized into a fantastic game. Yeah, Halo gameplay is very different compared to fast movers. You don't get very far very fast, but being able to just hang out and chill and just enjoy the scenery without having to do too much, it's nice and fun, it's relaxing. That's why I enjoy flying Helos, even if it takes me ages just to get from point A to point B. It's all about the experience, it's about the road travel, not the objective. Although, making the objective explode is a nice bonus.
Tutor 1-1 in AH-64D, currently inbound for target point 3.
Roger, I am RTB for repairs at the moment.
No worries. I mean, I'll keep an eye out. Not that there's much I can do just because I don't have things like air-to-air missiles in the Apache. Oh. Why is George looking
Not
that
gonna
way?
lie, I wish I could be in my biggin, but everyone seems to want to do ground pounding.
Did I hear that there's need for some kaboom? Yeah, man. Hey, hop on the server, make it happen. Halo stuff feels like chess and jets feel a lot more like checkers to me. Hey, that's one way to put it, I guess. You do have to be strategic when you're in a helicopter because you're so low to the ground, so slow. But it has its advantages because if you were to put up helos with air-to-air missiles against enemy fighters with air-to-air missiles, like just heat seekers, strangely, the helos would actually come out on top most of the time because they're very hard to spot and they can spin around on a dime. So as long as they get good tone on an enemy aircraft, there's very little the enemy aircraft can do in terms of evading it, because chances are they probably didn't even see it in the first place. But when it comes to like radar-guided missiles, that is when the enemy fighters really shine against helos, because they're going to obviously outrange them, and they can more easily pick them up using an air-to-air radar instead of just their eyeballs and a heat seeker. In fact, I think there was a what is with George looking off in this direction? What is going on here, George? Is it because it's stowed? Oh, you know what? It's probably because it's stowed. Let's get your eyes on the target area, please.
Slaving.
Thank you.
I'm deslaved.
We'll just leave you there for now. I also just love some air-to-ground stuff. Yep, same here. That is my zen. I love to do air-to-ground. Air-to-air I can do, but only like if I really need to. That's when I would do it. It's not really my go-to thing. Alright, we're currently 15 minutes out from the target area. Again, we're flying this slow because we're trying to stay off enemy radar. And in order to do that, we need to be under 70 knots, roughly. If the enemy AWACS was flying, I think it's perpendicular or away from, probably perpendicular, we would have a bit more leeway there, but this is basically the best case scenario of avoiding enemy radar. Yeah, same here, Jose. In air-to-air, in a pinch, I can fight I can hold my own, but it's definitely not my my forte. Oh, hey, VK Northern, I totally missed your earlier message. Do you prefer the K-50 or Apache more, or is
Desert
it one of those?
1-1 to all frames on net. There is currently one enemy air in the AO. Due north of Hamas.
Due north of...
2 to 1-1, affirms, we'll keep an eye out.
Do I like the K-50 or the Apache more? So that is a tough one to answer, because...
Desert 1-1 is going to be off net for a little bit. I gotta do a repair.
Okay. That is a tough one to answer because on one hand, I really enjoy the air-to-ground aspect of the Apache, but the Ka-50 has a pretty competitive air-to-ground capabilities as well, even if it's not as automated. However, its autopilot system is fan-freaking-tastic. So if you guys don't know already, I love to be lazy. I love to do as little as necessary to get the same amount of work done. So, with that in mind, the Ka-50 enables that. I can say, go that way, input some buttons, trim out some settings, and then it'll just do it. It'll go straight there. In the case of the Apache, I have to be have a little bit of finesse trying to put this flight path marker on where I want to go. And if you notice, this FPM is just a bit off, so I'd have to offset it to the right a little bit, offset it to the left. I have to slowly correct it over time. But with the K-50, it's going to be rock solid the entire time. So because of that, for navigational and flying purposes, I would say I actually like the Ka-50 more. And also because of the fact that it has proper IR-guided air-to-air missiles. But everything outside of that, I prefer the Apache more. I have to join myself, but I suck at PvP. Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, to be fair, depending on how you play the game, you don't really have to worry that much about PvP. I mean, sure, it's kind of annoying that people, like, it's live players that are trying to track you down, but sometimes they're actually easier to deal with than AI, because there's no all-seeing eye, they can't see you through clouds, things like that. And as long as you play your cards right, it's could be even better of an experience than going up against AI. The only difference is, you know, there's a player behind the controls instead of a computer. Hey Neilio, welcome. Welcome to the stream. You're preaching to the choir, brother. I drive a forklift for a living, so lazy is my call sign. That's funny.
Desert 1-1 here. I lied. The F-18 radios are apparently separate.
What does that mean? F-18 radios are apparently separate? Because there's COM1, COM2 on the F-18 radios, right? Okay, looks like we're getting pretty close. Oh, and of course, right as I saw it pop up, I removed it.
Deslaving.
Looks like we've got an outpost and ground. What does that mean? Why are they disappearing?
Laser on.
Okay, so we might need to get some altitude, so let's pop up by a couple clicks and see if we can't spot anything. As long as we're under 70 knots, we should be okay. And we're just going to keep an eye out for any enemy fighters in the area. What I would love is to be able to get an air-to-air kill using the Limas, because that would be awesome. I have yet to get an air-to-air kill with the Limas, and if I could do it here, that'd be just glorious. What is it going to happen? Probably not, but it would be pretty awesome. Alrighty, let's go ahead and
Lasers on.
recheck the area now that we're a little bit higher. Looks like it's still the
Laser
one thing out there. Probably an outpost. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we'll probably just need a different angle to that target area. So we're going to fly off in this direction and see what all we can spot from this area instead of where we were before. So let me, in fact, let me switch over to the front
Lasers
seat
off.
and go ahead and do it. So here we're going to need coordinates, waypoint 2. Slave. Good enough. Let's turn this down because that's a little bit too bright. Alright, we'll fly this off to the left a little bit. Not by much, just a tiny bit. And again, keep our knots nice and low. Now, we don't want to be right up against the mountains, because if we do, if anyone's stream sniping, then they'll be able to just fly along these mountains and be able to spot me. So hopefully we can avoid that by not putting ourselves right next to a identifiable feature. Man, 300 meters far? Yeah, we've still got about 7 kilometers to go before we're in range for anything. Fun fact, pyramids in Bosnia are higher than the pyramids in Egypt. That's why people after say Bosnia. Got it. Because they're the boss. Hey, Rect, how's it going? How are you guys doing tonight? Doing very well, doing very well. We're checking out a new server called SPQR Syria. It is by the guys at SPQR. They run version 1.0 of the Enigma formula, as you can tell by the horizontal style mission that's currently out. So they do not run the hexagons, but it was still a solid mission back in the day. I'm sure it's still a solid mission now. And on top of that, it is a modern take without weapon restrictions, for the most part. I imagine they probably don't allow the MiG-21 with nukes, because that'd be kind of a strange thing to allow on any server. However, you do get Fox 3s, you get Fox 2s, Fox 1s, you get the Apache with Lima Hellfires. So, it's very much a modern scenario. You know why the pyramids are in Egypt? Because they were too heavy to move to the British Museum. That is very fair. That is a very fair point. Let's go ahead and set this to our gunner helmet sight, and we will move this to that... Oh boy, I just forgot where that's at. There we go. Somewhere around there. I really wish this would maintain the gunner helmet sight as my selected choice in flipping between sights. Alrighty, there is the objective. Looks like there are a few units we did not take care of, so we'll hit those once we're in range. You can already see them. In fact, let's go here. Oh, there's one right here too. Jeez, there's a lot out there that I didn't see. Did they resupply? Or is that friendly? That can't be friendly. I guess they resupplied maybe. Don't realize they could do that. Okay, so we'll leave that targeted, and we'll start flying in. We'll start turning in, and hopefully we'll be able to do some damage to these guys again. And chances are our Limas are going to be misaligned once again, but hopefully that's not actually the case. We'll find out in a second. Maintain 65 knots so we don't get picked up by enemy radar.
Tutor 1-1 in Apache is currently 5 mics out from target area. We'll begin firing soon. Target area being target point 2 on the map.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, correction. Looks like the front line has been pushed. New target areas in BV55. New target area is going to be target point 2 in the first red sector.
Affirmative, I'm going to bring a mix of cap and cast here. I got a whole bunch of laser guided bombs if you got lasers.
Yes I do. Just let me know the laser code and I'll do it for you.
Up to you what you want the code to be.
Let's go with 4311.
4311, roger.
Alright, cool. Sounds good. So we've got friendly attacker in the area that's going to be dropping some laser-guided bombs on this particular point. So let's make it happen. But first, let's edit our waypoint so it's no longer going to the incorrect location. Edit. Here. 37 Bravo Victor. 5739. 5739. 5499. 5499. Enter. 524. Enter. And there you have it. New target area is out in Mr. Whoa. What is going on there? How far away did I mark
Apparently,
this?
the Hornet laser code doesn't like 4311.
Waypoint 2.
Stand by. Let me find a code that'll work. Probably 1773.
1773, roger.
Waypoint 2. Enter. There we go. Direct to waypoint 2.
That works.
Alright, gonna use that. 1773.
Not chord. We need code. Frequency Delta 1773. Enter. Here we go. That's our new laser code.
Laser codes are set. Just let me know when you're in the area and looking for Lase.
Roger, codes are set. I'm just waiting on an INS. I had to shut down and repair.
There we go. We've got eyes on the target. Let's switch over to our normal sight and begin steering towards that. Hey, Vakaran. How's it going? Alright, so let me catch up with chat in just a... Actually, not much has happened, right? Such a dad. Nice. Love the M4 in the cockpit. Oh, I know, right? And you know what's actually kind of cool? Is you can pull the trigger on it. So right now, I can't pull the trigger because it's in safe, but if I move it to semi-auto, or auto, I can't remember, you can now pull it. And same thing for the last one. And then back to safe. No longer moves. That's a nice little touch. Doing good, doing good. Just trying to work on objectives out here in the SPQR Syria server. So if you have the Syria terrain and are interested in trying it out, feel free to join. I don't know what the current population on the server is like, but hopefully there's enough people to keep it interesting. And we are currently 12 kilometers out from the target area. So let's see what it's like while we're moving in. Nice, there we go. So we've got target objectives out in the open, surrounding a single bunker. We could probably knock these out before our fighter aircraft, or attacker aircraft, get in the area, but we'll give them time.
Desert, 2-1-1, what's your ETA on arrival to target point 2?
Desert to Tudor. I'm still waiting on my INS. I'm at 15.
Tudor 1-1 affirms. I will knock out as many units as I can at target point 2, and if there's nothing left, I will shift over to target point 3 for you.
Roger on that. They should be pretty close anyway.
Yep, no worries.
Trying to do this as quick as possible here.
Yeah, no worries. I'm pretty sure there's going to be enough stuff to hit at target point 3.
Roger. Yeah, I got 6 bombs, 2 of the smaller ones, and then I got the big boy.
Alright, we're already
Got
getting
2
within range.
Paveway 3s for you.
Nice, I'll take it.
So let's go ahead and start slowing down. Oh, we are going a little fast. Let's hit the brakes. We're cutting it close there. Let's get into a hover now that we're within Lima Hellfire range, and we'll ripple them off and knock out every target in that area. There we go. We're now in a hover, more or less. Stabilize before we let go of the trim hats. Oh, that was close. So whatever is out there is taking shots at us, so let's not waste time and go ahead and knock things out. I think they took shots at us because we were about to drift into their range.
I'm at 2.6 here. ETA on roll is probably about 2.5 minutes.
2 to 1-1 rifle.
Okay, we're gonna let the 2 go off for now and see if any corrections need to be made for the INS alignment, because it's possible that the alignment has gone off. Okay, first one should hit. It should be on the T-72. T-72. There we go. Okay, looks like they're spot on. Let's wait for the BMP. Nope, hit the T-72 anyways. Unfortunately, that doesn't tell me much.
1-1 is rolling.
So let's shift over to the right side. Let's get this rightmost T-72 and see where it lands. Unfortunately, that does not tell me much.
2 to 1-1 rifle.
Keep our altitude in check. Yeah, they do. Fortunately, I've discovered a way to work around it. It just involves INU resetting while flying, which isn't so bad because as long as you only do one INU at a time, it's manageable. Because it'll still maintain the hover even if it'll freak out for a second when you're resetting the INU you were using or switching to the other one. But it's a pretty good alternative to missing. Let's see if that lands. Nope. Wow, that was so off. I mean, it hit something, but it's definitely not the thing I was targeting. So I am going to INU.
Desert 2 to 1-1, be advised, we'll need to perform an INU reset, so these targets are yours at target point 2. Just let me know when you want me to leave.
Let's altitude hold. We'll do util and INU reset number 2 because that's the one we're not actively using. So INU reset number 2.
Desert 1-1, please repeat. Had a whole bunch of things yelling at me.
2 to 1 affirm. So Desert 1-1, 2 to 1-1. 2 to 1-1 is currently performing an INU reset due to issues with the Apache. So these targets at target point 2 are yours. Let me know when you want the Lase.
Roger.
That was a lot of words to say these targets are yours. I need to work on the brevity and pull it back a little bit. Don't be so descriptive. So strangely, what happened last time is this position confidence was counting down when I hit INU reset number 2. I'm not sure why it's not doing it this time, so I'll just let that do its thing for the time being. This guy, however, I feel like I need to take him out, because I think that's the guy that did that puff of smoke in front of us. That's why I like the kilos. They go where I say, yep, absolutely. As long as you are able to keep on firing the laser, they are great. They're great for the keyhole shots and hitting exactly what you want. With enough practice and video tutorials, I'll get it done. Yep, absolutely. Is that a bug or is it a zeroing your instruments thing? I feel like it's a bug. Like, I think the idea is they wanted to simulate INS or INU drift over time in the Apache, but it doesn't make sense for the Hellfires to miss by, you know, a set amount due to drift, because they get their coordinate information from the mothership, which is the Apache, the Hellfires. So if the Apache has drifted, so has the Hellfires by the exact same amount. So if the Apache says, attack this thing that I think is at this coordinate, well, even if the Apache's understanding of that target coordinate is off, it's still accurate relative to the Apache. So it should not be off for the Hellfire. So it's very strange. It should not be happening, but it does. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this guy with a SAL, with a laser Hellfire, because I just don't want to deal with this guy being in the area.
Tutor 1-1 rifle on SBA.
I think it's SBA. I forget what that's called. It's the anti-air artillery. I started at the end of 2020 myself, a lot newer. Chuck's guides. Yep, Chuck's guides are fantastic for learning. If you haven't checked them out already, check out Chuck's guides, because they are awesome. Also, the Limas have active radars. You should only have to get them in the ballpark. Yep, that is true. You can be off by a little bit, and then as long as there's something that is giving, what's called, significantly good radar returns, so like an enemy armor, it will go for it, even if you're just slightly off. Alrighty, so we're gonna take care of the AAA with our kilos, and then let him use the bombs.
Desert 1-1, Tier 1-1. I am in the area, ready for drops.
Tutor 1-1 affirms. We have laser code 177. Oh boy, stand by.
Let's multitask here.
Okay, Tutor 1-1 says laser code 1773, ready to go when you are.
1773, ready. Do you need big boy or little boy?
Little boy is fine for now.
Roger, little boy is ready.
Tutor 1-1 lasing, release when ready.
Desert 1-1 inbound, 7 nautical miles. Dropping.
I wish I could see him. Unfortunately, the server doesn't allow very many external views, so it's going to be a little difficult to see what they're doing. But this should look pretty cool. Just keep an eye on the screen as well as out here in the distance.
I might have made a mistake, hold on.
No worries, take your time.
I cannot see where this guy's coming from.
It's being a pain and not giving me the clearance to drop, hold on.
Alright, what do you guys want to bet? Master Arm?
Re-engaging.
Oh, just like that.
Tutor 1 affirms, go ahead.
Bum, bum. Little boy, 14 kilotons. That is a different sort of little boy. That is a big little boy, so to speak. Alright, where's this guy at?
Negative, they are refusing to drop, do I need a targeting pod for this? That's a question.
In order to set a target point for a CCRP drop, you would, but you can also use the HUD for that. So if you move the cursor on your HUD to the target area, that should count as well. Otherwise, you can just go in with CCIP.
Oh yeah, no, that's I forgot to set Zoid for HUD.
Oh, there you go.
That would make sense. Alright, coming back around. Thanks for a tip.
Yep, 018 firms, Lase.
Wow, look at that little ring right there. That's pretty cool. And now, since his fight with Growling Sidewinder, I found Tuvos here with his controller magic. Yep, for sure, man. Welcome. I totally respect Growling Sidewinder for taking me on and allowing me to demonstrate what it's like with a controller. So now more and more people can have that knowledge under their belt. Wow, I cannot talk, and be able to do it themselves too.
Missile, forward right.
So missile forward right. I don't see anything. We're still on target.
Desert 2 to run.
Desert here, I'm struggling.
Be advised, I got a missile warning out in this area, so be cautious.
Roger, I'm not seeing much, but it could be related to the F-16 RWR I'm getting.
Missile, forward right.
I don't see anything. Is there moving convoys in Enigma's missions? I feel like there isn't. I feel like they're all stationary. How do you get your triggers to zoom without snapping back?
I really feel like I'm being dumb here. These aren't dropping.
Yeah, no worries. Try to get it sorted. In the meantime, I'll see if I can pluck off a few more of these targets.
Missile, forward right.
But I am still getting those missile forward rights, so towards the northeast direction from my location.
Yeah, roger.
What is going on? Is there another helo in the area attacking? Is that what's happening here?
Desert 2 to 1, be advised, no longer lasing, but let me know when you're ready.
I wonder if it's like a Hind or something, or a K-50 in the area. See nothing though. A little
Alright, I'm jumping these. I got air incoming.
Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and INU a line on our second for INU.
I can come back in with some guns later, though. Give me a sec.
It's like INU switch over worked.
Can you hear me by any chance?
Tutor 118 firm, this is 2 bus, hearing you on 30.
Okay, so those missile warnings you were worrying about, those were me getting shot at. There's actually a man pads right over here. I marked him. I'm gonna, if I can fire at him, I'm going to try and kill him, but I doubt I will because I don't think he hit me twice, so I don't know if it's gonna let me shoot him.
Desert 1-1 here. Found the SA-6, by the way.
Okay, Tutor 1 affirms. That's a bit far away for me to hit and on top of a mountain, but do what you can, otherwise just play it safe in RTB.
Wish there was a way I can switch channels easily, and unfortunately with the way SRS works, because this is a multi-crew aircraft, I have to switch to the pilot seat, then switch radios, and then I
go for Tutor 1 again. What was that you said?
otherwise known as saying repeat.
One time, F-16 coming in, going to try and cap.
Tutor 1 affirms. Good luck.
Where's Pippin? He's currently out on a walk. The fiancé just took him out, so he is able to evacuate his bowels. I know that's probably TMI, but, you know, dogs do what dogs do. Okay, hopefully he'll be able to hold that heading. Alright, that should be good enough. Switch back to the front seat. Alright, let's knock these guys out. So we have INU reset, and it should switch back to INU 1 once it's ready, but we have INU 2, so let's just roll with that. We will use our radar Hellfires and knock out as many of these units all at once as we can. And we'll start from the right and work our way to the left.
Tutor 1 rifle.
Fox 3.
Tutor 1 rifle.
I stand corrected, Tuvas. Yeah, excuse me, it was not a man pad. It was a
Tutor 1
fucking
rifle.
K-50.
That's funny. So it was a K-50.
Tutor 1 rifle. Tutor 1 rifle.
Okay, so those should make some magic happen. Oh no, they're all hitting the same... No! Stop going for the same tank, please! Just die. My god, please stop. Stop hitting the same tank. Please. You can only take so much. It is Tutor, so T instead of D. There we go. I will say, T-72s can take a lot before they actually die. Jesus. Alright. Well, I'm pretty sure I already aimed for that guy, and it still went for these ones over here. So I'm going to wait for these guys to die before I fire again. Or, you know what? Screw it. Let's just switch over to laser. Well, that's one of the challenges of radar Hellfires, is they hit the burning wrecks of your enemies. Plus, we may want the radar Hellfires if there is in fact a Ka-50 out in that direction. Something exploded. There we go, good kill. So that tank finally exploded. We'll go for this one.
Tutor 1 rifle.
With every single one of our shots, we are announcing our presence to that Ka-50. So if there is indeed one out there, and up on that hill, we need to be on the lookout. Now, I wonder if I could get an off-bore sight shot on him. There's the kill. Killed that one. let's, I think that's it. So let's aim for this guy. And we'll just fire off. Oh, and apparently we're out of laser hellfire, so let's go ahead and switch over to radar. And if I remember correctly, we needed 3 to knock out this bunker. Now the question is, will it go for the bunker, or will it go for the wreck that's on the side? I'm pretty sure this one is still alive. It's just burning. In fact, while we wait for that, let's just look out into the distance and see if we can't spot any rogue K-50s trying to surprise us. Far right as it can look. Looks like those are our units, so if they start getting smacked, we know there's one in the area. What is that? Nothing. Nothing out there. So I'm going to save at least 1 Lima for a K-50 if it happens to show up. Problem is I only have 3 left. No, I have 4 left. Okay, perfect. That might actually work out. So I only need 1 for a K-50, I think. But I don't see one floating around. So we'll go ahead and launch off 3 more radar Hellfires onto that bunker, kill it, and then we'll drift over to the right here and see if we can't hunt down this Ka-50. But in the process, get shot ourselves because they're probably on the lookout for us as well. My stupidity still surprises me at the old age of 27. It's not that old. I'm 35, man. I got 8 years on you. Okay, well, let's go ahead and hit this target. Send off 3 more Hellfires onto this guy. Now that that tank has been destroyed. So let's go ahead and Lase and rifle.
Shooter 1-1 rifle.
And just fire off the next, because why not?
Desert 1-1, radio check.
Good radio check, 5x5.
Roger, I am back in a Vigan, coming over to help.
And 3. So let's see how those go.
Tutor 1-1 is finishing off remaining bunker in target point 2, and will be on the hunt for a K-50 in the area.
Roger, I got Terminator Mavericks for the K-50.
That's 1. That's 2. And then finally number 3 should do it. In fact, maybe 2 did it. I don't know. Oh, 2 did it. Oh no, I could have saved 1. That's okay. Oh, there's still something out there? Oh, there might still be something out there. Or maybe the bunker is burning. Maybe that's the... Oh yeah, the bunker is just burning. So, once it dies, we should get the capture of that particular area. So, in the meantime, let's see if there is, in fact, something we need to worry about in this direction. Let's do Mark 1 eyeball for now. Because in theory, the Ka-50 is up here on this ridge somewhere. So let's switch back over to 30 FM and see if we can talk to the guy in there.
Fixed wing, 11 o'clock. Searching.
Tutor 1-1, broadcasting 30 FM. How are you here?
What do you read?
Wrong channel, 5x5.
Be advised, target K-50 has igloos, apparently.
Tutor 1-1 here. Do you know if that Ka-50 is still in that general location of your marker?
Oh no, I blasted him with a fucking hellfire.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Well, let's go and join him.
Yeah, he hit me with 2 igloos and I kept flying, so L.
Fixed wing, 6 o'clock, searching.
Fixed wing 6 o'clock searching. Let's go see what's up. We are flying too fast all of a sudden. Let's slow ourselves down. Below 70 knots, there we go. Refer to my previous comment when I said flights. Oh boy. I have a lot of chat to keep up with, I think. What's your all favorite food? I mean, my favorite is corned beef hash. Specifically the one that my mom makes as a Filipino child, myself. She gave me the recipe, and it's my go-to recipe. Very simple, very easy. It's probably pretty common in more places than just the Philippines, but still. It is very good. I enjoy it a lot. Chicken Alfredo, that's pretty good as well. Don't let a 113 crew members hear that you're drifting. Oh, the INU drift? Yeah, for sure, right? I mean, I don't know what's causing it, and it's not my fault, I don't think. Heard my previous comment where I typed flights with my eyes, so when... Can I come be your gunner, big dog? Hey man, if you want to, feel free to jump in. I don't know if I have much longer to go for this stream. I might be calling it within probably the next hour or so. We'll see. In fact, is there a way I can view the current... I forget what the keybind is for checking... Okay, why is target point 2 still alive? What is going on here? What am I missing? I'm gonna go back to that, because I wanted to kill everything there, and everything there is not dead yet. So I'm a little disappointed. And if there's someone already out there dealing with the K-50 with a Hellfire, then there's no need for me to be there.
Slaving. Deslaving.
Alright, what's out there? Nothing?
Fixed
Excuse
wing,
you?
7 o'clock, searching.
Fixed wing 7 o'clock, which is behind us, so that should be friendly. I won't be able to. Oh, you won't be able to game for another week or two. Gotcha.
Slaving. I'm deslaved.
Hey, Farmer John, welcome. Okay, so there is indeed one thing left there. It's still the burnt... Oh, that's why it's not... It's not actually dead, it's just damaged. So let's go ahead and launch. And see if that does it.
I am 5 Scandinavian miles away from target point M2.
Tudor 1-way affirms, we advise there is only a single bunker left. I've launched my last Hellfire at it, hoping that'll be enough, but we'll see.
If not, I got anti-ship large warhead Maverick to drop on it.
Confirmed, standby, and destroyed.
Dewast.
Confirmed.
Should be destroyed, right? Well, let's just double check ourselves. Yep, destroyed. Nice.
As soon as my radar can see down the valley, I'll be headed off to waypoint 3.
Tudor 1-1 confirms. I am RTB for resupply.
Roger, Desert 1-1, I'll be engaging and seeing what's out there.
Alrighty, and it's time to RTB. I wonder if we can RTB early to this C-70 location. Is that someplace we can stop short and get some supplies from? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Let's see, so we have... Let's see, what do we have? There is a FARP out here that we could potentially resupply at, but that's kind of far away. But also so is the FARP we were originally at. In fact, that might even be farther. So let's just go east, direct east, and then we'll resupply at the FARP that's over there instead. Hopefully, there's no enemy units contesting it. Because I know there's a bug right now with the mission where that happens. Kill it till it's dead. Yeah, absolutely. And sure enough, it is dead. Got potential manpad there, but that was the Ka-50 that we were told about before. So what we'll do is we'll fly and follow this road and just keep following it until we eventually reach our FARP. That should be easy enough. Plus, because there's going to be a bit of terrain masking, we can just use that to hide from the radar and actually step on the gas a little bit. Hey, Epic Boy, welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Fixed wing. 3 o'clock. Searching.
That should be a friendly F-16. If it is not a friendly F-16, then it would be an enemy one that is far too close. Because we're still well within friendly territory here. Well, not well within, we're like literally the first step into friendly territory.
2 o'clock.
But it's not too bad. Actually, while we're on the way, let's a waypoint down right here. So we know exactly where we're going. Point. Edit. This guy. Not this guy. Let's deselect that. Let's do... how am I going to do this? I need to do this, do that, do waypoint 01, enter, edit, select, enter, 37, Sierra Bravo Victor, perfect, so 96, 33, 4719, 4719. Enter, and 1577 altitude. 1577. Alright, and that's where we want to go. Waypoint 1. So let's go ahead and now route to point W01. Enter. There we have it. That's where we want to go. And there is the valley entrance, I think. There on the left. Yes, it is, so let's fly that way.
Tutor 1-1, Desert 1-1 here. Was that you I just passed by?
Unsure. I did not hear a jet engine zoom by, so it may not have been me.
Roger, are you still back in the valley there?
I'm just on the right side, the east side of the valley, about to enter the other valley over.
Okay, yeah, that was you. Just double checking.
Oh, nice, cool.
Did you guys hear something? I didn't hear something.
If you can see me hanging out up here, right above the power lines.
I did try looking for it, I was not able to spot you.
Roger. I passed you and then I lost you here.
We should make a series together where you teach me how to fly called Tuvas and Dummy. Nah. You're not a dummy, you're just a new player, man. That's all that matters. But speaking of which, I am actually thinking about doing a few streams where I just go over some basic principles of how to fly with a gamepad and just show you guys what are some of my top recommendations for getting better with it. And it should apply to even non-gamepad users as well, because some of the concepts can carry over to the different control methods. Especially now that I'm able to stream and record at the same time and edit the videos, maybe I can piece these together as proper videos separately from the live streams, and people will be able to find them more easily that way. Who knows? We'll see how that one goes. Still a project idea, not actually in the making just yet, but we'll give it a shot when the time comes.
They have at least one cannon-based AA. And they're kind of angry at me, won't lie.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I wonder, maybe it's because I already shot a Maverick at them or something?
I can't see why they'd be angry about that.
Nah, totally not.
We'll just continue to follow this road.
2 o'clock, searching. Hawk. 3 o'clock, searching. Radar. 2 o'clock, searching. Roland. 1 o'clock, searching. SA-6. 12 o'clock, searching. SA-10.
Right.
Hawk. 3 o'clock.
Let's slow down to 70 knots.
1 o'clock, searching. Radar.
There we go, 70 knots.
10 o'clock, searching.
60 knots. That's a little bit too slow. Come on, step it up. Actually, no, screw it. We'll just go there full blast. Why not?
Radar. 2 o'clock, searching.
Now, any bets on how long I survive for flying at full speed here? Can't imagine for very long. Because there's going to be enemy fighters all over trying to find me.
Winchester.
Luckily, we do have friendly SAM in the area, and we're on our side of the front line, so maybe it's not that big of an issue. But still, something to think about. And we'll just continue following this this road so we can stick to the cities and use them for potential cover if we need to.
Roland. 12 o'clock, searching.
Currently no radar spikes.
I am RTB to Hama, how about you?
SA-6.
Tutor 1-1 is currently RTB to a Frontline FARP that has opened up on the new Frontline.
Affirmative. I wish I had little fobs that I could land at as a biggin.
I mean, if you are very careful, you might be able to.
I don't even know where you're at, that's the issue.
So there's little blue circles on the map. I'm going for the one that's just to the east of where I was attacking earlier.
SA-10. 9 o'clock, searching.
Was that grid cell BB-94?
Affirm, Bravo Victor 9-4.
Roger, I'm gonna make an attempt. Might be fun.
Alright, maybe I'll see you there.
Fixed wing. 3 o'clock, searching.
In any case, I got enough fuel to make it back to Hama anyway.
Alright guys, so it is roughly 2 hours 20 minutes into the stream, and
Although
this
I
is...
might take a trip and go drive there, I won't lie.
Hey, consider it a challenge. And to be fair, I'm probably going to be calling it a quit soon, just because this is right around the tail end of what I'm usually able to stream in one session. So if you want to end it off in a bang, maybe not literally, feel free to try to land where I'm at.
Roger, I'm currently inbound. I gotta stay low. A lot of SA-15s out here.
Tutor 1-1 is currently 5 mics out.
They got a really nice road right next to it too. I'll try for there.
Yeah, go for it.
Radar.
This is actually a really nice city.
Searching.
Just flying through this road here, this is actually kind of cool.
6, 9 o'clock. Searching. SA-10, 11 o'clock. Searching.
If I was with my full HOTAS setup in VR, this would actually be a really fun route to
1
drive
o'clock.
through.
Searching.
Would not mind this at all. Oh, there's the vegan.
Oh, I see you on my nose.
Radar. 1 o'clock. Searching.
I'm currently flying along the main road that you just passed over.
Roger. Yeah, I'm a little faster. Trying to stay below
11
SAM
o'clock.
coverage.
Searching.
Yeah, for sure. Stay safe.
This is actually pretty cool. I'm enjoying this a lot. I really like this kind of flying.
SA-10,
Rifle time
11 o'clock.
6.
Tracking.
Whoa! Rifle time 6. We are roughly 3:30 out. Continue following the road. Just because it's kind of cool. Oh, thank you, Jose. I'll pass the word along. Alright, and once we reach the next city, I'm pretty sure that's when I have to start turning in for actual landing. I really hope we can RTB safely here.
Aft right.
Half right.
Fixed wing. 7 o'clock. Searching.
What's going on over there? Hopefully it's one of our guys and not an enemy. We'll see. Fly under these power lines. "2 minutes out. 8.5 kilometers, not too bad. So once we get past the city, we will turn towards the waypoint and land.
SA-10, 11 o'clock. Searching.
Ah, this is so... Oh, never mind. Turns out this was actually a pretty tiny city. So we'll continue on the road. Okay.
Fixed wing. 10 o'clock. Searching.
This is a bit of a tight turn, and I'm pretty sure it's unnecessary, so let's just cut the corner a little bit. Dock our time. Time penalty. Corner cutting penalty.
SA-10.
I'm not
10
much of
o'clock.
a
Searching.
race sim player, so I barely know. Oh,
Couple times,
no! Was that him? Oh, no!
Radar. 11 o'clock. Searching. Rolling. 6 o'clock. Searching.
No! There he is! Desert 1-1! That is a fancy skin there, though. Look at that. We'll land and pick him up and bring him to R2B. Let's simulate that experience. Just toss him into the front seat with George there.
Rolling. 11 o'clock. Searching.
Let's do a little bit of role play or whatever you want to call it.
Wing.
Alright, buddy. Go ahead and hop in. Run out there, break open the canopy, drag his body out, his limp body, and throw him into the canopy. Alright, cool. He's in. We got him, boys. We've got Desert 1-1. He's gonna live. George, hold on to him. Keep him breathing. Chest compressions, chest compressions, chest compressions. And we are off to the FARP. Let's go save this guy.
Aircraft's armed.
Luckily, it's only 5 kilometers away. Short ride.
12 o'clock. Searching.
It's turned into a CSAR mission. Not a CSAR, search and rescue mission. That'll be a squishy ride for George. Yeah, absolutely. Imagine him trying to do chest compressions all along the way.
12 o'clock. Searching. Rolling. 12 o'clock. Searching.
There's Pippin.
Fixed wing. 10 o'clock.
For whoever was wondering that earlier, there he is. Now, question is, are we going to survive all the way to the FARP, or are we going to get shot down because we're flying too fast and are getting picked up by a radar? Oh, we are being tracked by a Mirage 2000, potentially. But maybe that's not a good sign. I think we were getting tracked. It said we were getting tracked for a second there. Let's stay low. And remember, guys, if we successfully RTB, that's going to be it for the stream. Hopefully we can end it off on a good note. Don't worry, Desert 1-1, we got you. Stay alive. We'll take you to the FARP. The boys there will get you patched up, and you can hop in a brand new red sporty Vigan. Just stay alive. 20 seconds. There's the FARP. Alright, let's see if we can do a proper landing here.
6 o'clock. Searching.
There it is. There's the fast stop.
Rolling.
And
Searching.
come on, bring her down. And there it is.
Aircraft's armed.
And we're down. Alright, George, get him out. Hop out. Save his life. Let's see if we can get a shot of this. Can I go? No, I can't. Well, let's see if this works. Hell yeah. Go save his life, George. And just like that,
Fixed wing.
George is off to save Desert 1-1's life. Alright everyone, thank you all for watching. I hope you liked this content, and if you did, please leave a like, and if you really liked it and would like to see more of this kind of stuff, make sure to hit that subscribe button and do whatever else it is YouTube is asking you to do nowadays. Ding that bell, like that like button, subscribe, whatever it is. And I hope you guys will tune in next time for some more DCS World live streams. Take care guys, have a nice day.